Very interesting old table that I did with Dr. Alexander Rotenberg. Okay, the known story that scientists who came from Russia and saw the idea of the Bible quote from Professor Rips. He went into it and found out it is the truth. Also, he wrote a book about this, all these truths. Definitely became Orthodox Jew. So, lots of tables I did with him using his program. In this case, you see amazing finding. It is old, very old one. And in fact, it's not all of it, but the main idea you will see here. So what you have in this table, you have Es Adat, the tree of knowledge. If you remember, this is really the tree of knowledge with the 7 fruits. Lots of lectures I gave on it in English and Hebrew. I put in YouTube, Tu Bishvat, lecture Glazerson. But whatever it is, there's a lot about it. It is known, it is really rectification that we start from Tu Bishvat with eating the fruits, with blessings, learning, all Seder, carrying on the Seudat Purim, the meal, the most important mitzvah in Purim is meal, bread and wine. This is really a second stage of rectification. Then comes the last one, Passover. You have all of this. So, very important, the idea of the tree of knowledge, because all the problems in the world came as a result of the sin of Adam, of Eve, who ate this fruit. So let us see a very interesting table. Also, we see later down really in the table, you have the analysis of this table by Professor Dr. Rotenberg, who looks into best meeting, also statistics together. So what you have in this table, the first thing is Adat, and amazingly, the basis skip of this is name of God, 26. Unbelievable. So what you see here, unfortunately, not all the fruits, because as you see later, all the fruits appears in the table in a different way, a little bit down and up. So I took the main one. The idea is important. So the first thing, what is interesting, is what you see in yellow, right? Which is basically Sabbath. Sheshet Yamim, 6 days, right? You should work at that. And on the 7th one is Shabbos. Should not work and so on. We know what is Shabbos. Now, what is the connection with Shabbos, with the tree of knowledge? In fact, it is brought Ben Ishchai and other places that basically the rectification of the sin of the tree of knowledge is also on Shabbos. By drinking the wine, definitely against the grapes, one of the 7 species which were in the tree of knowledge. Bread, which is against the wheat, which is the main one, wheat, wisdom, and last interest. So Shabbos also to do with Esadat. So you see the Shabbos here comes with Esadat, amazing. But the main work is done Tu Bishvat, as we said, with the fruits, the 7 species, which are against the 7 spheres, against the 7 nations in Israel. If you follow it properly, my YouTube, so you see that by fulfilling this mitzvah, eating foods properly with Kedusha, with all this Seder, we can chase away our enemies with the land also. Good. So this all the Rabbi Glazerson says. You can see a lot about Tu Bishvat in my new book, in which I had the first one, Chanukah, also. Then I brought about Tu Bishvat and Tu B'Av, and then Purim. So in fact, if you put in the internet, these 4 festivals, Chanukah, Tu Bishvat, Tu B'Av, and Purim. So we see in the internet my book. Everyone can get it. Only $10. I think Barnes & Nobles, yeah, others, but there you will find much more about Tu Bishvat and also the other festivals. So let us see what you have in this table. The first thing, then we see the analysis of Dr. Rotenberg about meeting of these verse and statistics also. So the first thing you have Esadat, yeah, I think it's minimal in the Torah, 26, 7 minimal, 26 minimal is important, see. Then you have the fruits, Geffen, yeah, this is what you can see, Geffen, you can see Geffen, and Chitim, yeah, Chitim, which is wheat, the most important, like on Shabbos, drinking wine or Chitim. Then you have again Chitim, it is interesting, right? Then you have Zayt, the olive, interesting. Okay, you have the rimon or the pomegranates, and down, really, in fact, you have the others. But all of what you have in this table, by the way, the most important is that you have Pesach here, because you said the Seder is the final rectification of the sin of Triumphal, and Chametz and Seor, there are two famous expressions for leaven, yeah, and Seor, is both come together to the Gematria of Etzadat. It brought in many books that the two kinds of Chametz is Etzadat, the tree of knowledge, because Chametz represents the evil of this. Chametz is pride and all this relying, and men think that he can solve all this problem, pride, which is the most unfortunate danger. So you have Chametz and Pesach, unbelievable, yeah, very small. Skip right in the right place, exactly. Then you have, as I said, so you can see down exactly what you see. So Pesach appears here, they give the number, and Chitim, Sadat, and Zayit, Geffen, Chitim again, and Rimon, pomegranates, and fig. All this appears, yeah, a little bit down or up there. So I took only this main one. And here is an analysis of Professor Dr. Rotenberg, which says the closest pair in the Torah. It means the closest from many others. So Esadat, tree of knowledge, and Chitim and wheat are the best meeting in this place. Statistics 0,001. Then meeting of Esadat, the tree of knowledge with the wine, it is 0,0003. Much higher than others. Maybe this is showing that who was right. This one who says it was the wine. Who knows? Interesting if you can solve problems with the Gematria. So then you have Etzadat, it's not really matter, it's location skip. Etzadat with the olive also 0,006, and Etzadat with fig 0,0. So it's more, but the main idea which I wanted to show you is that the Torah, in the skip of 26, based on 26 name of God, you have exactly the connection of the tree of knowledge, how you can be rectified, keeping Shabbos, yeah, Kiddush and wine doing, yeah, and eating the 7 species, on Tu B'Shvat. It's a lot about Tu B'Shvat and the 7 species. 7 spheres, 7 nations in Israel, the Canaanites. Rabbi Glazerson says, if you control your lust, you control also the Hamas and the others. If you don't control them, difficult to finish them. But the more we are finishing for them, it's better. So, very interesting table, no doubt, and significance. Minimal in the Torah, very likely it's a that, maybe also once. It's a person once, I did not check it, but the analysis of Dr. Rotenberg very interesting, which is really the closest meeting, and some of them very high statistic. Okay, no, we are approaching Tu B'Shvat, and we are approaching this rectification of the sin of the tree of knowledge. So we start with eating the fruits. Okay, some have the custom 7 species, some have 15, some have even 30, different kinds of fruits according to Kabbalah, with the shell, with the grain, whatever it is, against the different words, a lot of Kabbalah behind this Tu B'Shvat, the Hasidim and so on, who used to make out of it, the whole Seder. So, let us really do what we can do to rectify the sin, for the main Sin is chometz. Chometz, the leavened bread represents pride and lust, yeah. This is what we have to rectify, because it's the main troubles, the main cause of our troubles, so to say. So, important and significant and interesting table, as I said, you can see exactly the skip, yeah, of each word, yeah. I think the Etzadat is, yeah, what is this also? What is 52? Yeah, it's 52. In fact, amazing. 52 is the name of God of the creation of this world, Olam Asiyah. It is 26 here because you have a line in between. But amazing, the Etzadat is 52. Now, if everyone knows the name of God representing this world is 52. It means when you take the Yud Ke Vav Ke, Yud Vav Dalet, A, Vav Vav, A together, 52. 50, very important number. Yeah. So then you have also Geffen 271 also, very important number, yeah, which represents also perfection, okay, to 7 come to 10. Then Chitim, Chitim is amazing, 26, here's the Chitim, from letter to letter, with exactly God's name, unbelievable. The pomegranates, 38, and the fig, 100, 352, yeah, but whatever it is, that's interesting that Chitim wheat come to the name of God. And the tree of knowledge skip also 52. So really the important table teaches you that behind the statistic or the good meeting you have also important message in the number of the skip, or 52 clearly telling us the name of God, name of the world was created with this name. Okay, so interesting and important, significant, I think. If one looks at it, you have time to look at it properly, and if you have the program, you can check more exactly to see where all the others appear. So you have exactly the skip of the others. So, approaching Tu B'Shvat, very important day, one should know, it look like a nice, we are planting trees, we sing a nice song, Tu B'Shvat Egia. This is good for children, but basically for Jewish people who believe in God, believe in the creation by God, and all what is behind. Tu B'Shvat is not simple at all. It is also 2 to the 15. Yud Ke is Chokhmah and Binah. Chokhmah and Binah is the basis of that, you know. So, 2, why we said 2? Because it really should say Yud Ke 15, but we don't say the Yud Ke. So we said instead of this 2. Right? But basically Yud Ke. So interesting and important and also significant table for the tree of knowledge, which recrimination we start on Tu B'Shvat. Thursday night we start.